Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome to my video. Today I will be explaining why I live in a garage at the ripe age of 18 with my boyfriend,
Was also
who I've
18.
known for about 2 or 3
2
months. I don't think either of us remember how long it's been, but it's okay because it's kind of awesome. I live in a garage. On January 1st of 2026, I was in Puerto Rico on a trip with my family. I've never gotten along well with my family. They don't like me because they're all very religious and I'm not, and a bunch of other reasons. But anyway, I sat down or in front of my mother on January 1st of 2026, and she came to me and said, you are disgusting and you are revolting, and I want you out of my house as soon as we get back to the States. So I was like, okay, but why? And she was like, because you lied to me, and blah, blah, blah. And so you see, what happened is she told me not to eat anything in the Airbnb room, right? And I was like, okay, well, I just don't want to be out there. So I ate Pringles. I ate Pringles in the Airbnb room.
Oh my god.
And so that was the final kicker. That was the final straw. It's weird and complicated, whatever. So, flash forward a little while, and I'm living with my former best friend, or someone who I thought. So it's complicated. It doesn't really matter. I consider this person my best friend for 4 years. They call me their best friend, but never really saw me as their best friend. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Stupid teenage drama crap. I don't really care about that anymore. It kind of sucked a lot living in that house. Uh, 10 animals, 10 animals, and 3 people who don't clean up after themselves at all, or the animals. So there's like poop and pee all over the floor all the time. Blah blah blah. There's always dishes left out, always trash. There's like black mold in the entire kitchen that I had to clean out and all this stuff. I lived there for 3 months. A bunch of crap happened, and then I met Cam. I met Cam through my former best friend, who introduced us with the purpose of us getting together. I will thank her for that. But it was a little weird because instead of telling me that they weren't comfortable with my ex-boyfriend coming over and spending a week there, they just kind of like set me up with this other person. Anyways, there was one day, Cam had recently left his former foster parents' place, and he was hanging out at my ex-best friend's house for a little bit.
So, Angelo made everybody a nice, amazing, lovely
I
dinner.
made fried chicken.
It was so fucking good, and
I
they
love
talked
fried
about
chicken.
how much they loved it. But then to my friends behind both of our backs, they talked about how much they didn't like Angelo and how they'd rather have anybody else over. When all he did was cook us food.
I don't know what I did. I don't know.
It's literally just because you're with me.
Yeah. It was really weird, but like, I don't know. I don't really care. But now I live in this garage, and the garage is pretty cool, but it kind of sucks when it's like 92 degrees outside and there's no AC. Oh yeah, but we walk to like train tracks and stuff, and there's like a food line, and we walk sometimes, and like I don't know, it's gotten pretty monotonous, and it kind of sucks sometimes, and I get bored a lot, and it's hard with everything that's happened this year. I feel like I've gotten to a point where I can't like even enjoy the stuff that I used to enjoy. Like I used to make really cool candy. I used to make music. I used to draw. I used to do all this crap, and now I feel like I can't anymore. That's kind of stupid, but I don't know. Whatever, it's happening right now, and like I'm pretty lonely. I can't lie. Um, I don't have many friends. I like cut off everybody that I know, kind of. Not really. It's like I'd rather have 2 good friends than 10 bad ones, right? And now I have 3 friends. So shout out to Candle, Sam, and EJ. You guys are sick and awesome, and I love you guys. My three closest friends. Those.
Shout out to Robert.
Shout out to Robert,
Favorite homeless man.
our homeless friend. Shout out to everybody who hasn't been a jerk. Shout out to my school counselor.
Shout out to Little Dan.
Shout out to Little Dan. Shout out to everybody who has actually shown that they care throughout the situation. Because it's hard. And I feel like this entire year has kind of taught me a lot of things.
You left out a key detail.
What did I leave out? Oh, and Pimp Lucius, the cat. Pimp Lucius.
Pimp Lucius is the reason we have a house. He built it himself, this garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So around this garage, I know in the TikTok that comment that I posted that's been getting a lot of likes, there was one shopping cart, but get this, there's not one but two shopping carts in there because we use one as a dresser and the other as a dirty clothes hamper.
We'll eventually get another one and we'll
yeah.
use it for food.
Oh yeah, we need a food one because all our food is just in boxes on the floor
Right
now.
there, actually.
Yeah, that's all the food. Shout out to that lady at my school for donating the food to us.
Oh my god, yes, I kind of miss the carrot juice.
Shout out to Skills USA. Shout out to NC State freaking University. That's a big thing. I got accepted. That's my dream school. I've wanted to go for years. I got accepted in, but I got accepted into the spring cohort or whatever it's called instead of the fall semester. So my counselor had to do some emails and stuff, and they explained my situation. I thought I wasn't going to get in. I thought I was going to get my acceptance revoked because of how bad my grades have been.
Who said everything was going to work out with NC State?
Cam did.
This guy.
Yeah, but listen. So I've never gotten a grade lower than a B, than an 80 in any of my classes in my entire high school career until this semester. And it's been really harsh on me to like take on that stuff and see my grades dropping because like academic validation has been my thing like my whole life. In my mom's house it was like you either get an A or that's the reason I live in a garage. Yeah. Okay, bye.
Bye.